Yes, people, we are back on the channel. Manchester is fucking red, people. How are we doing? Let's go, Augustia, bro. We are outside. We are outside, bro. Get in. Come on, United, man. What are you saying?
Look, we knew this was happening, hey? Not to boast, not to be arrogant. Actually, no. Fuck it. Let's be arrogant. We're not being arrogant here. We're just being accurate here. We knew this was happening. City, what is it?
Shameless.
One win in 11, eight losses in 11. It doesn't matter. Manchester is red. And look, people are going to say, hey, it was a scrappy game. Hey, both teams are struggling. So what? At the end of the day, the currency of football, as Pep Guardiola would say, is not performance, it's results. And tonight, Manchester is red. We were the better side on the pitch, and we were better side on the mind. So, what a win, Ekavin. But I gotta say, this win is dominated by one guy and one guy only. Your star boy, Ekavin, Mr. Ahmad
Our,
Diallo.
our star boy, Amad Diallo. Bro, I'm running out of superlatives to describe this guy right now. I'm running out of superlatives to describe how good of a baller this guy is. How techie of a player he is, man. Like, how is he not been given his contract yet? Like, it's
Insane.
mad. It's actually crazy. Like, bro, he is like he changed this game for us, man. Yes, we pounced on the C mistake, but nobody cares. You pounce when a mistake falls to you. You pounce. And we did that. We did that just right at the end. Amad Diallo receives the ball. Mateus Nunes makes a mistake, gives the penalty. We get back into the game. And look, we got the ball. I was like, okay, you know what? It's one of those days where, yes, I don't accept draws, but fine. A draw is a draw. Like, it is what it is. And you know what happens? That dink from Lisandro Martinez to Amad over the keeper. Bosh, 2-1. Hold that, Citeh. Hold that. Fucking get in, man. Hold that, man. Bro, how gassed I am right now. I literally nearly woke up my entire house. I didn't even care. Bro, it's one of those, it's football, where it's one of those moments where, you know what, sometimes your team's not doing amazing. You're not having the best of seasons. But when a win like this happens, when a win like this comes around, what can we do about it, bro? What can we do? Like, it's one of our happiest streams we've ever done.
Embrace it, Ekavin. Embrace it because this was
And
an extraordinary win. This is going to go down in history. This is one of those Derby Day victories against the cost, against all odds. We managed to overturn the improbable. But
literally,
that's what we do. That's why United are better than City as a club historically, because it doesn't matter who's in the tunnel. It doesn't matter who's in the pitch. It doesn't matter who the manager is, whether it's Ollie to Ten Hag to Ruben Amorim. Each and every single time, United find a way to beat City. So yeah, kudos to the team. As Prime said down there, yeah, kudos to you as well. But we must say, all of us on the preview stream, Ekavin, me, and Josh on the Champions League preview stream, we did say United would beat City. So I think this was coming. This was coming.
I said 2-1 United as well. And trust me, I was not confident at the start of the game. I was like, this is one of those days where I felt like, you know what? It's one of those days where it's our best chance to beat City at the Etihad. When we went 1-0 down, I was like, oh no, here we go again. I was like, here we go again. And then I was like, can we turn it around? Then towards the end of the game, I was like, yeah, I feel like we're gonna score here. We're gonna nick something. Then we get on the end of a pass, and then we score. I had a feeling we were gonna score a last minute equalizer during the game. I didn't think we were gonna score a winner. But Ahmad, bro, oh my days, bro, that goal that he scored, just how it went through the City defense, just how it, just talk about the goal, because, bro, the way Martinez dinked that pass over to Amad Diallo, yeah, bro, like, who'd have thought like United would pull something out of the back like this today? We were confident, but during the game, it slowly was getting away, and then we just nicked the win. We just took the win from City. What are you
Yeah, I mean,
saying?
you say going away. I don't think it ever started to begin with. Like I said, both teams very scrappy. Sure, out of possession, our shape was very good, very compact, very robust, something we haven't seen in a long, long, long time. So we were very comfortable without the ball. But going forward was our issue. We knew how to get the ball to the final third. But once we got to the final third, Ekavin, what happened? Nothing. Scraps,
There was
spineless, toothless. Yeah, exactly. But you talk about the final goal, the winning goal, the decider, the decisive one between Ahmad Diallo. Yeah, great pass by Lisandro Martinez. What can I say? That was a legendary ball. very decisive one, precise one as well. But talk about just Ahmad's movement, very proactive, and even just again to bypass the defender and to score. It's a lot of actions to do in one sequence in such a short period of time under pressure. So it is a very intricate and tough goal to do, but Amad Diallo did it. And as we saw throughout the entirety of the match, Amad Diallo, man, that guy is fearless. That guy is fearless. He is in a rich vein of form. He is on fire at the moment, and his performances have been nothing short of world class, and his production has also matched his performances. So, I mean, yeah, this was unbelievable.
Bro, it's one of the best derby wins I think I'll ever cherish in my life. Yes, we're not in a good position. Yes, we're not in the best position of the table. But you just never know when a win like this is gonna happen again. You just never know when something like this is ever gonna happen again. If the sky's the limit, exactly, bro. Celebrate while you can. I know I shouldn't be celebrating like crazily because we're 13, bro. But when you beat your rivals like this in the last in this type of fashion, what can you do about it? What can you do? And if this was like Eric Ten Hag, probably I wouldn't have been as gassed as I am today because Ruben Amorim is here. I am like, bro, this is something extraordinary. Like, this is like 900. This is the 195th Manchester derby in history of football, or history of the English Premier League.
Wow.
Or sorry, in English football. Sorry, excuse me. Right. Manchester United in recent times, right? The last three, I remember this record. We lost 3 games in a row at Old Trafford against Man City. Back in 2012, 2011, 2012, right? 2011, 2013, 2014, right? We lost three Premier League home games in a row against Man City. We have just lost 3 Premier League away games against City in a row. Both resulted in wins after the 3-game losing streak. We have never lost 3 in a row since Louis van Gaal in the Premier League.
True,
and
2015, wasn't it?
Think how bad we are, but we have not lost 3 games in a row since Louis van Gaal.
Damn.
It is crazy, bro. When we were 1-0 down, I was like, in the last 10 minutes of the game, I was like, yeah, this needs to be a last-minute equalizer here, because City were just the way City brought the ball forward. I just saw no threat. I wasn't scared.
No.
I wasn't really scared of the way Man City were attacking. It's not the same Man City as it was last season. It's not the same. If it was Man City of last season, I felt the goal was coming easily.
Yeah. There was no inevitability at all.
Somebody remind me how many touches Erling Haaland had in this box.
Did he even play this game? I don't think he did, right?
The only time was a toss-up with Rasmus Højlund in the box. That's it. That's the only time I ever saw him. I never saw Erling Haaland today. This is why I always say, Erling Haaland's a fantastic goal scorer. He's a fantastic, he's a very, very good goal scorer. But when you're watching, when you're looking at the way he plays, he's a stand in the box type of striker.
Yes.
He receives the ball in the box and scores. There was no service for Erling Haaland today.
He's a poacher.
Where was Kevin De Bruyne? And where was Kevin De Bruyne today? He was non-existent.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne on his day can ping a really, really good pass to someone, yeah. But apart from that, yes, he got the assist for the goal, but it was a very lucky deflection off Amad Diallo. Because that could have fell to a United player if it didn't deflect. It could have fell to a United player. It was a very lucky deflection. And yeah, I don't know. What was your initial thoughts when the 80th minute came? Because I felt like, we were gonna get a point. I felt like we were gonna get a point because I felt like we were gonna get a last minute equalizer from somehow. Somehow we're gonna get a last minute equalizer. We weren't gonna score. We weren't gonna win the game. What was your initial feeling in the last 10 minutes of the game?
I think it was just a flurry of emotions, a very mixed bag here. Like I said earlier, the game was, I think, the quality of this derby may be the worst ever. Because, look, for the better part of the last 2 decades, either United have been the best team in the league or City have been the best team in the league. So this is one of the rare moments where both sides are in a historic slump. But what I was thinking was, I agree with you, Ekevin. I wouldn't be surprised if we snatched the point, especially with the Bruno chance coming into the 80th minute, which, by the way, was a beautiful exchange of passes. Very quick, fast-paced, progressing up the field. Nice ball from Rasmus. Nicely timed run from Bruno. He should have scored, though. He should have 100% scored because he had time to place the ball properly. But yeah, I did think we could get a point. But also a lot of that not just comes from us being foundationally solid, because we were very organized at the back. It didn't ever seem like we were going to make an error or two. Rather, it was City. You can just see it on their faces. You can see it in their body language. City, as not just individually. We talk about players like Kyle Walker or Nunes, for example, who makes mistakes and errors. Sure, but that energy is not just individual. It is contagious and it becomes collective. So
Yeah,
it just seems like City had errors in them. And City at the moment, they have a confidence crisis. That's what
yeah.
they have.
I
And
just
that
think
is the reason.
no,
And,
go on,
and
go on, go on.
that is the reason they have lost 8 and 11, and that is why I thought, up until the last whistle, we always had a chance. We always had that moment, just that one ball in to the right person, maybe Amad Diallo, and we would easily equalize. But the win, I will 100% take it.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro, for sure, for sure.
Yeah,
Like I feel like it was Pep's tactics. That's why City don't look great right now.
sure.
And one interesting stat I forgot to put out: Ruben Amorim, yeah, is the first Manchester United manager to win his first Manchester derby since the the greatest manager of all time, Sir Alexander Chapman Ferguson. Let me say his full name in happiness, bro, because that win was for him today. That win is for him today. Because Fergie time happened today. Fergie time against Man City at the Etihad. Like, I never would have thought. I said we win 2-1, but I thought we'd score 2 goals first, and then City pulls a late goal back, and then we win the game like that. But bro, it was a mid-off Manchester derby, mid-off.
I like
However, Manchester United gets the win in a classic, in a late fashion, and you can't write it better than this. You can't. And let's just be shameless, because there's one photo. Yeah, I need to show you guys one photo of a certain so-called greatest manager of all time. Yeah,
that.
post it. Story. What are you saying now, Pep? Huh? What are you saying now, Pep?
Stay humble, eh? Stay humble, eh?
See, when City scored, this guy was waving, or he was waving at the camera. Yeah, hold that, man. Hold that, Pep. Hold that. Yes, you're current Premier League champions. Nobody cares. You're 1 win in 11. 1 win in 11 games, Man City. What the actual hell is happening to you guys? Because let's see where we are on the table compared to them. Let's see.
I think 5 points off them, which is just astonishing. Yeah, we are 5 points off. We are 5 points off Manchester City, Ekavin.
Literally.
This
5
season.
points off Man City. 5 points off Man City. And look, at the end of the day, yeah, Spurs are winning 4-0, by the way. Just saying. They're up 4-0 against Southampton.
Spurs on steroids at the moment.
I was going to bring Dejan Kulusevski in my FPL, but whatever, it is what it is. Over to Chelsea now. Chelsea, do your job. Chelsea, get the win. We need Chelsea to do the job. Big up Prime, man. Really, real talk. Come on, Chelsea, man. You guys do it for us, man. Do it for us. We need Chelsea, man. But yeah, talk about certain players' performances today. I want to bring up Manuel Ugarte.
Yes,
Manuel Ugarte was my it was literally for me. I know Ahmad's my man of the match, right? But let's look outside Ahmad. Let's look other than Ahmad. Ugarte, class performance today. Why we signed this guy? Why we signed him? Because we need defense. We need midfield retention. We need ball retention at midfield, and he's been doing that. You put Ugarte, yeah, chasing Kevin. You make Ugarte chase down Kevin De Bruyne, like how we made Fred chase down Kevin De Bruyne at Old Trafford 2 years ago. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. You chase down Kevin De Bruyne and you don't let him run. You don't let him play, and that's what Ugarte did today. Ugarte nullified Kevin De Bruyne, and he was very, very good. I thought Manu was a bit all right. I wouldn't say he had a great game.
Mm-hmm.
One player though that came on the pitch today, Xerxes. towards the end of the game, the way he held that ball up at City's half, the way he took the ball all the way to the other half, yeah, and the way he held it, he was going to go to the corner flag. That hold up play was insane. Højlund, I'm sorry, didn't play well today. Had a very, very poor game today. Very, very quiet game today. Bruno, not his best game, but he got the goal, and his final third play needs to be slightly better. And then Amad Diallo gets the winner. My man of the match, Amad Diallo, tied with Manuel Ugarte. These two, my man of the match today. But go on, bro. I'll let you talk.
I echo everything you said and more. Again, Ugarte today, what an extraordinary performance. He dominated the midfield. He really did. I mean, the way he retained the ball, he retrieved the ball back, and also made some very crucial passes, progressing the ball forward. I thought Ugarte was close to perfection. It was a very, very impressive performance. I think, but I just want to give a big shout out to the defense in general. Yes, obviously you had that lapse in concentration for the goal, but all in all, throughout the entirety of the match, stood firm, stood solid, very robust, very resolute, very focused, much more focused compared to Manchester City's team. So I think, again, kudos to that entire defensive line. And Ruben Amorim, let's give him credit. Let's give him credit where credit goes. Erik ten Hag's substitutions have been a big theme throughout the footballing world, right? Especially in our own fan base. His substitutions have been, for the most part, inexplicable. And I've really, every single time he's made a sub in a big game, they've usually cost it.
I thought it was quite late today, though. Ruben Amorim substitutions today.
I thought later, Ekevin, they worked.
It worked.
They don't know. Bottom line is they worked. So
It did.
If it works, that's fundamentally the most important thing. But even his subs, you can see there is more aggression. There's more tenacity with the subs he makes. He's willing to push forward, to allow the defense to be more on their own. So I think, again, Ruben Amorim, give him credit where credit goes. And also just look how organized we are as a team. We look so comfortable without the ball. There was not a moment when I thought, as you said, Ekevin, yes, it's in part due to City's lack of confidence. The City aren't moving the ball as quickly. City, again, they do not seem structured. When they get to the final third, it just seems a free-for-all. There is no identity or philosophy to how they move the ball and how they penetrate the box. But I think that is also in large part due to, yes, our midfield, but our defense. So, yeah, I would say, sure, Amad, star of the show, the superstar, no doubt about that. But that whole defense, very impressive.
City lost again. Ole, ole.
Hey, isn't this the second time Ruben Amorim has beaten Pep in the last month?
It's 2 wins in a row.
Yeah, insane, man.
Ruben Amorim has just beaten Pep 2 times in a row, home and away. 4-1, 2-1. What's his aggregate score for Ruben Amorim against Pep right now? 4-2, 6. 6-2. Oh my gosh, 6-2. In his last 2 games against Pep, 6-2 with 2 different teams. Rotted, bro. Let's talk about this as well, though. Yeah, I know we're having a bit of positive stream today. Yeah, we have to talk about this though, because before the game, yeah, Rashford and Garnacho were dropped. They were told in the group chat that they weren't they weren't gonna play because there was some issues, not issues, but they were training well, but I think Ruben Amorim wants to hide the fact that there's been leaks at the club, and he suspects that these two have been leaking information to Samuel Luckhurst, because Samuel Luckhurst posted the lineup 24 hours before the game started. He posted the leaked lineup before the game started, and not only that, he did what do you say? He did the news about the league lineup this week has been crazy. I can't lie. It's been dramatic. Only United win. Only United could get a result against their arch rivals. Yeah, with drama and all this news happening before the game. Garnacho and Rashford dropped because of leaks. If we find out, yeah, that actually them two are leaks at the club, their contract should be terminated permanently. They should not be allowed to play games for us ever again. Because I'm genuinely like, we all thought that Jesse Lingard, we all thought that all these leaks were out of the club. We all thought the leaks were gone, but the leaks are still there, right? they should not be allowed to play a game for United ever again after this, because I've been saying this, that when you drop Rashford and Garnacho, you have players that can play well on the ball. We United, the way we retained the ball, the way we kept the ball in that first half. I was telling you, and I was speaking to you actually at halftime. United actually did all right in the first half. Like first half, I thought we did all right. Like just doing that. Yes, we conceded the goal. It was a defensive. It was a defensive lapse. It was a complete lapse of concentration by Dalot, and I felt that Dalot had a poor game again today, and another performance where I think I need to call out Dalot because I think he's been shocking since for the last few games. He's not willing to take his man on, he's not willing to run to the byline and cross the ball in the box. I think Dalot needs to be. I think we need a left wing back in the summer. Big time, we need a new left wing back. In January can come fast enough. We need a new left wing back, big time. And I think this is the perfect time to get a left wing back. This is the perfect time for United to get a left wing back in January, and then we'll see what we can do in the summer. But for me, I thought, you know who else came on and changed the game today? Anthony. Do you know what against Victoria Plaza, and he came on, right? He made that pass to Ahmad where Ahmad just cut inside and he took a deflected shot and bounced to Rasmus for the tap in. Anthony linked up with Ahmad again today on that right hand side, and it looked good. It looked quite decent. I can't lie. I thought Anthony was quite decent at right wing back. I'm not saying Anthony's the be all end all for us at right wing back, but he should be a substitute, nothing more than a substitute for me at United. Right? If we decide to sell him, I don't care. If we decide to keep him, make sure he's a substitute. Don't make sure he doesn't play every game like this, because I don't want him to get away with performances like he has been in the past. Right? Ruben Amorim's now come in and now he's put into these players' heads, play it simple. Mm-hmm. Don't play dumb. United have been doing that the last few games. Yes, we lost 2-0 against Arsenal. In the first half, we played the same. I thought it was the same performance, just not many touches in the opposition's box. And the final third was where we were lacking. I'll let you continue from this, bro.
I agree, yeah. Just to answer Arian's question here about Rashford and Garnacho, I completely agree with Ruben Amorim. It was the no-brainer. Again, as the manager of Manchester United, you look at the history of this football club, player power has been a prominent issue. Players can overthrow managers. One, because the board give them so much leeway, because the board emphasized commercial success over competitive success. So that's why players, big name players in particular, particularly during Jose Mourinho's tenure, were able to remove him on their own behalf. So I think what Ruben Amorim has done with Marcus Rashford and Garnacho, it's a statement. It's a statement. It was necessary because, as Yakovin, you mentioned the leaks earlier. The leaks are reprehensible. There is no excuse for that. That is beyond unprofessional. It could jeopardize everything the club has been working on throughout the entire week in preparation for this match. So whoever was involved has to cut comms with the club, and there needs to be serious ramifications. There have to be consequences here. And to drop Rashford and Garnacho, who are some of the club's biggest earners in terms of revenue from a commercial standpoint. And we know Marcus Rashford, he is revered among owners at a press level. He is loved by the media as well, and for good reason, because he's done a lot of good outside the pitch, and nobody disputes that. However, when you talk about football and Man United, the currency of our club should always be success, not what you do outside. So to drop Rashford, who is on high wages, and to drop Garnacho, who also is a rising star, according to many, takes balls, takes courage. So kudos to Ruben Amorim for doing that. And I agree. Ten Hag would have never done that 100%. Yeah, because he did not stamp his authority at all. The one thing about
I'm a Diallo, bro. That's how you should be in jail by now, bro. Real talk.
Fair, yeah. The one thing about Ruben Amorim, as Arian contrasts Ten Hag and Amorim, is Amorim has talked about standards and accountability consistently. In fact, I think right after this match, he had a really good quote talking about how the reason Rashford and Garnacho didn't play was because of standards. He used the word standards explicitly. We wouldn't hear that with Solskjaer. We wouldn't hear that with Ten Hag. So it's nice to see Amorim having the courage where others had the cowardice in. So yeah, I think it was necessary. And Amorim has done the right thing. But what do we do now? What do we do going forward? That's the question here. Does Amorim, cave? or how does he set the standards? How does the club, deal with this? We have to see. But I think going forward for this football club, we have Tottenham coming up, if I'm not mistaken, right, Akavin? Tottenham coming up.
Whether we beat Tottenham or lose to Tottenham, this smile on my face won't go away for a very, very long time because we've just beaten our noisy neighbors at the Etihad Stadium. Yeah, hold
Yeah,
that.
not so noisy after
But
all,
yeah,
eh?
them away, and yes, we need to win that game. I really hope that this win, this win can really raise the morale of these players now because this is a big win. Yes, Citeh won't win 11, but it's a big win on away from home against against the top side. One win in 11 City, still top side, right?
Sure.
I really hope that we go into the Tottenham game, the Bournemouth game, and the remaining games of 2024 with a lot of intent to go and just completely just destroy them. Off the back of the Nottingham Forest loss, we went to Victoria Plaza and won with 2 late goals. Come from behind 1-0 again. Today, 1-0, come from behind to win the game again. So, United, in the final games of 2024, go on a winning run. We've got Tottenham away in the cup, win that one. Then we've got what's next? What's next? Oh, Bournemouth at home. Home.
Which will be tough.
Wolves away. Newcastle at home. Wolves have just sacked their manager today. But Wolves away, I'm still expecting United to go there and get a result, right? And we've got Newcastle, the last game of 2024, at home. So I'm expecting United to go into all these games going for the win. The morale needs to go up now after this win. I'm sorry. If your morale is only up for this game, what's the point of turning up for the rest of the season? Raise the roof needs to we need to raise the bar. Bro, we
break the bar.
Our noisy neighbors, right?
Can I just say something real quick?
Go on.
Yeah, you mentioned momentum. I agree. There is no better place to get momentum from than a victory against your noisy neighbors. What I will also say is I like what you just said there, Akavin, about United's approach. Take it one game at a time. Our objective should be to win every single game, no matter who it's against, even Liverpool at Anfield in a couple of weeks. Go for it. We have nothing to lose. This season, unfortunately, we are not fighting for anything in the league. We're not. And in the league, our objective should always be to win the league. But if we're not this season, I think Amram should focus on 2 things. 1, taking it game by game, wanting to win. But 2, again, also developing us up top. We need to form an identity. We need an identity. And going into next season, hopefully, 1, the results are looking much better. And our squad, our core is blossoming under his philosophy. But 2, we're confident. We're confident under his style of play. So then we can, again, be in good shape heading into next season, and hopefully the sky is the limit next season. But yeah, I think take it one game at a time, see how things go. But I think the main area of criticism I would have is up top, we don't create many, if any, clear-cut chances. And that really needs to be worked on because we were living on scraps today. We lived on scraps today. We've been living on scraps for the longest time up top. So Amram needs to focus on that. The coaches need to focus on that. We do need to get reinforcements up top. But again, unlike Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Erik ten Hag, the fact that the middle of the park and the defense is solid, that is so encouraging because if your foundation is good, eventually the whole system will fall into place and work out well. So we need to focus on up top. Amram and the coaches need to work on once we get in the final third to create clear-cut chances. But it was a very impressive victory for sure. A great turnaround.
Facts, bro. Facts. And look, morale needs to be morale needs to be the morale needs to go up now because we just beat City. So next game we have Tottenham away. That's gonna be very, very interesting. Because Tottenham are also gonna want to make the semi-finals and just under a lot of pressure at Tottenham right now, and just struggling I know they're winning 4-0 right now, but come on, Southampton, like we destroy them 3-0. Like if you can't beat Southampton, then like it's 5 already.
It is 5, yes.
Is the first half over?
First half just ended. Madison got his second.
Oh my days, bro! This could be a bloodbath, man. This could be a bloodbath. If
it already is a bloodbath, it's gonna be a lot worse.
I mean, the high 8, 9, 10s, bro. Real talk. Tottenham could be fucking scoring 5, 6, 7, bro. Today.
Are they coming for Leicester's record?
Second half. Sorry, what were we saying?
Are they coming for Leicester's record?
Our record, bro.
True. And Southampton happened to be the team.
Southampton as well.
On the receiving end.
Bro, Leicester 9-0 Southampton. United 9-0 Southampton. If Spurs score, bro. If Southampton concede 9 again, they should just fold the club. How are you losing 9-0, right? In 3 Premier League eras, in under 10 years, bro. You can't be doing this, man. I know we lost 7-0 to Liverpool, but come on, like forget about that right now, right? We just like, you know, that was Eric Ten Hag. He's a horrendous manager, isn't he? And if Russell Martin gets sacked tomorrow, I don't know what I'd say about Southampton. I can't lie. I don't know what to say about them. But it's crazy, bro. It's crazy, man. Like, I'm just buzzing. Real talk. I'm just buzzing, man. We need to beat them at Old Trafford as well. We need to do the double over City this season. Do the double over them.
100%.
Go on a winning run now. Tottenham, next game. You confident after this?
Why not? What's there to lose? We have nothing to lose. Go in. We're coming off a better win than Tottenham. Because no matter how much Tottenham beat Southampton by, as you just said, what ethos does Southampton have? They're bottom of the league. They're lost for a reason. And we just beat our neighbors. And it's not just beating our neighbors. It's how we did it.
Nice.
And to overturn a deficit in the last 4 minutes of a game, that shows you mentality monsters. The mentality monsters are still in the club. Like you said, vintage. This was a vintage, nostalgic performance in a way. Shit for 95% of the match, but we just clawed it when it mattered most. So, yeah, I'm confident. We have nothing to lose. Go out there and get the win. It's simple as that. And I would not rotate either. I would play a very strong team.
Shout out Big Steve. He was very open and honest about what happened to City today in his honest story. He was open and honest. He was open and honest, and he said everything he could say. He said embarrassing from City. Let's talk from a City perspective, because obviously before we close out, because I'm just gaffing. I think I need to go. I need to go and chill on like, bro. We're just chilling right now, aren't we? Like we're just having a blast. We'll talk more about United in depth in the midweek for sure. On Wednesday we'll be doing a show, right? But on Man City's side though, like, do you think Pep got it wrong? Do you think the players just collapsed? Do you think it's a mentality thing? Do you think or do you think the players have just been found out? Do you think Man City Pep have been found out?
Two things. One, I think even since last season, City squad is not as dominant as we all make it out to be. During the Centurion season or the seasons where they beat Liverpool, their squads were very deep. Some of the deepest and most dominant squads in football history, period, point blank. And the football they were playing, scintillating, supreme, sensational. They were the best team by every metric at the back, and especially with the way they kept the ball, progressed the ball, basically suffered every single team they played, and they took the soul out of them, and would score one after one after one. They were relentless. They were ruthless. Today, you even just look today, when City were 1-0 up, they seemed apprehensive. They did not seem confident. They did not seem free-flowing. They did not seem fluid. They seemed to be like, we don't really trust ourselves to go forward or, throw more men forward or to be more aggressive and give Haaland the ball in, better positions. But it really, really seems like City are struggling with their confidence. And this happens to every sporting great. It's happened to Lewis Hamilton's a great example of this. Right after he lost in Abu Dhabi 2021, controversial or not, he was in a slump for a while. Yes, sir. Is that
Shout out
Sylvester?
Mikhail Silvestre. I met him in October. Bro, he's a nice chap. Very, very
Yeah,
nice
very
chap.
nice guy. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it is a crisis of confidence for City. It is 100% a crisis of confidence. And people like sporting greats like Lewis Hamilton and Roger Federer have gone through it before. So it's definitely possible to get out of it. However, you mentioned Pep Guardiola. Now, Ekevin, I don't speak for you, but I think you would agree with me here. I would never, ever say Pep Guardiola is finished. If you've achieved that much at the
No.
highest level, just like Cristiano Ronaldo, I wouldn't. Like you get full autonomy on when it's time to hang up your boots or your clipboard, whatever it is. However, we made the point earlier, many streams ago, you, King, and I, is Pep and this regime, particularly the backroom staff, is their philosophy and particularly rhetoric, is it a bit redundant? And are the players not buying into it as much anymore? Are they too used to Pep? And also, Pep, you see his reactions. We talk about what was it when they lost 4 in a row, the self harm stuff. Even just that
Oh,
rubs
that
off.
was the game against Feyenoord you're talking about. When he
Sure,
scratched his
whenever it was, even just that, as a manager, you're the example. You're the leader of that club. You are the role model of that club. So for you
yeah.
to be showing signs of vulnerability and weakness openly and overtly, yes, it's
Mm.
Pep, but that's contagious and that rubs off. So yes, it's a mentality issue, 100%. But again, just looking at their squad as well, look at their midfield. Ekevin, were you really intimidated by their midfield today? Were you really
No,
intimidated by City? No,
no
because
one
one,
bit.
that, like you said, they're star players. They aren't really fit or firing at the moment. Like they're
The player I was very sorry to interrupt you. Yeah. The
gone.
player I was very, very fearful about was Phil Foden today. The one
Yeah,
player I was fearful of was Phil Foden, because you know it's Manchester Derby. He turns up. He turns up. I felt like there was no end product from any of them today. I felt like there was no end product from Man City today, particularly from Haaland, particularly from Nunes, particularly from Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo Silva. There was no killer pass to Haaland for the finish. There was one ball over the top, but Onana got into the ball, got to the ball in time,
yeah.
right? And that was it really. I never saw anything. I never saw anything else. I never saw a threat from Man City.
Mhm.
And for me, like continue what you're saying though, because I will make a point about something else after this. Go on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say continue from you actually. I didn't either. And sure, they have technicality. Players like Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, De Bruyne are very technical, but there's no physicality. There's no presence. And of course, I had no doubt in my mind players like Kobe Manu or Ugarte, as you mentioned, would boss the midfield battle. Because when you have a lack of confidence and a lack of, presence in that area, it is destined to be doomed. So yeah, I never had confidence in City. And on Phil Foden here, I agree. I think he lived on moments. He was the only spark, I think, who was somewhat there through phases of the match. He had some moments, several shots from outside the box, a couple of threatening shots as well. But really, he was living on moments in hero ball. But that is so antithetical to the Pep Guardiola way. You've seen the way City have played for years. You've seen the way Bayern and Barcelona did when Pep was in charge. He is molding a philosophy that goes all the way back to Rinus Michels and Frank Rijkaard and Johan Cruyff. But it just seems so disjointed and detached, and there was no fluidity. It's just strange to see how the wheels are falling off. Do I think City will find their feet? Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to lose 8 of their next 11 games again. Because if that happens, then you seriously have to have a conversation of, I don't think any manager is untouchable in football, but if you were to lose 16 of 20 games,
Alex is.
yeah, but even then, like if Sir Alex lost all 38 games in the season, I think he would step down. So there comes a point where everyone becomes either untenable or untouchable. And at the moment, City and Pep are really trending towards the untenable trajectory. So I'm not saying sack him by any means, but maybe you have to reinvent the backroom staff, and you certainly need to have a squad overhaul because something is not working at the moment. And especially with Haaland up top, he has been a shadow of himself recently. Haaland has really been a shadow of his first season in England. So you need to find a way to integrate him better. And you certainly need to find a way to revitalize your very attacking and impressive philosophy.
Sorry. Yeah, I hear that. And there was one thing, and there's one thing I will mention. I will bring this up. I'm sure we've said this multiple times on the streams. Yeah, Sir Alex Ferguson, whenever he saw a decline or a bit of a negative factor in the squad, or he saw a bit of a drop off in the squad, he'll change it up. He will change it up. He will have to rebuild his team again, and that's where we won more league titles. We had to rebuild from '99. We had to rebuild certain players. We had to get some out. When Roy Keane was aging, he left, right? When what did you say? When Beckham wanted to leave, Sir Alex let him go. Sir Alex Ferguson got rid of the bad apple at the time, but not anymore. Beckham's not a bad apple, but at the time it was going down that route, right? Yeah. Sir Alex Ferguson shuffled and changed things up. Sure. He did not let this team rot to the core. He always rebuilt his team constantly. He never ever saw. He never ever said to himself, "I'm gonna keep it the same. Why fix it if it ain't broke?" Yes, don't fix it if it ain't broke. But Sir Alex Ferguson saw a decline in the squad, so hence why he changed it up. When Arsenal, Chelsea were dominating the Premier League, that's when he had to go into the rebuild. When Arsenal won the league, then Chelsea won it back to back. Then United won it again because United rebuilt the squad. We went 3 years without a league title. People were calling for Fergie's head at the time. Mm-hmm. They said he's done, but he rebuilt the squad. I think Pep's going through a similar. Phase, where I think it's time for City to just shuffle it up now. I think it's time for City to go into the summer and attack the transfer market like they haven't done in a long time. Because ever since there's summer transfer windows and there's transfer windows in general since they've signed Haaland and Alvarez have been abysmal. The only really good player that they signed was Gavardio. And maybe Sabino, but Sabino has not clicked yet. Sabino will be a very, very good player in the future. Trust me, Sabino is a very, very, very good player. You and I both watched him against Chelsea. Remember, we were watching Chelsea City at the start of the year. He was cooking, right? But the one thing that Man City needs to do now is go and buy players in each and every position. I'm seeing a lack of squad depth in the midfield department. Kovacic, Gundogan are like their legs for me are just. They've aged.
They've not got long left either way.
They've not got long left, exactly. The thing is with Chelsea sold Kovacic when he was 30, right? To City. City bought Kovacic. What did that really do? Didn't really do much help. They won the Premier League, yes, cool. But what else did it do? It's not doing them any favors right now, isn't it?
Can I just say, I think Kovacic is a good signing because he's a very composed and a collective midfielder. But you can't rely on him. He's a good signing. He's not a reliant signing. So I agree. I think he's a good signing, but you can't rely on him. Sorry, go on.
No, it's all right, bro. It's all right. It's all good, bro. I was just gonna say, like, I feel like as if now City needs to go into the transfer market, attack the transfer market, and buy some decent players. Defensively today, City were poor, very poor, because United got in behind a few times. There were times where United just got into the box, and I felt like that was one of those games where City just had a lapse in concentration, just collapsed towards the end. Because City held on for a bit more, the game was in the bag. The game was in the bag if City had held on a bit more. If it was in stoppage time, I wouldn't have seen United get an equalizer because City would have been able to keep the ball half the pitch. But when Bruno scored that penalty, City's heads dropped completely. City's heads dropped completely, and that's what United took advantage because the morale boost shifted to United, whereas the lapse in concentration went over to Man City.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, City needs to go into the transfer window next summer, yeah, or January or whatever it is. Go and buy players that can supply Haaland, that can help Kevin De Bruyne, that can play more minutes instead of De Bruyne. De Bruyne is not a 90-minute game player anymore. He's
Wow.
not anymore. He's not anymore. He was. He's played more minutes, more than recent. But Kevin De Bruyne his lack of fitness is an issue. That's where I feel like Man City now needs to go and address that.
Mhm.
Buy players that can play that can play longer minutes. That they don't have to utilize Kevin De Bruyne for a long period of time. Whereas with Rodri coming back, it depends how fit he can be, because he's now just done his ACL. Yeah, coming back next season, he's gonna have to try and stay fit again for City, and who knows if he'll be the same. I reckon he'll still be a class player. It's Rodri. He'll be class for sure. But my biggest issue is if he'll hit the ground running from the get go when he comes back. So that's where I think City needs to address that central defensive midfield department and buy a backup to Rodri, and maybe buy a few more center backs, because Gavardio is a left back for me. He's not a center back. Gavardio should play left back. Buy a center back that can play next to Ruben Diaz. John Stones is barely fit. City need a new right back as well. A right back, Kyle Walker is, for me, not anymore. Was a great player. Kyle Walker, one of the best right backs in Premier League history, without a shadow of a doubt. But as of what I've watched today, not the same Kyle Walker that I've seen from years gone by. Not the same Kyle Walker. So City needs to shuffle it up. Go and buy some younger and fresher players that can help City ascend back to the top again. Because I don't see City going on a run at this current rate. I don't see them going on a run. People talk about City will go on a run. They can, but will they? They have the capabilities to do it, but will they? Because they don't look like it right now. They could have gone on a run starting with Nottingham Forest. If they had beaten United today, then maybe a new run would start. Because you know what it is with today's game is? It's a game of who wins. The morale boost will shift to whoever's side. City have been on terrible form. If they win this derby, the morale boost goes straight back to Man City. Level on points to Arsenal, closer to Liverpool. United win today. United won the game today. The morale boost will hopefully help United more. If you know what I'm saying, it's a game of momentum. It's a game of morale boost for either manager. And I hope this really kickstarts Ruben Amorim's era at Manchester United now. Go on, bro.
You mentioned run. Forget City going on a run. They have to walk again. They have to learn how to walk again, because even just today, had they have won, I still don't think that would have sparked or resulted in a run, because their performance, especially by their standards, was far from title worthy, let alone even continental worthy. They offered nothing going forward, as you said. And on Guardiola, I agree. I think if we're looking at it individually, you remember Guardiola has had several good runs playing for City so far, where when he has the leeway to go up, to be more aggressive and advance up the field, he can't even make the difference on the score sheet. So Guardiola I think I agree, he's a fullback. And when it comes to City, yes, you have to be aggressive, but you mentioned Pep Guardiola potentially having a Sir Alex Ferguson-esque slump. If that's the case, he's going to have to redefine modern football, because modern football does not operate with that patience anymore. There is no longer that patience, especially with the big money involved. Because no matter how much credibility you have, no matter what you did yesterday, the currency is today and what you can offer for tomorrow. You see it with Cristiano Ronaldo as well, which one of the greatest players of all time. But the fact that he got rejected by every major European club shows you how modern football does not really care about what you did yesterday. It's really what you offer today and tomorrow. So if Pep's going to do that and have that slump, we will see. But correct me if I'm wrong, no matter what slump Sir Alex Ferguson had, since he managed to claim the big one in the first ever season of the Premier League, our worst ever position under him was third. So we never finished below third under Sir Alex in his 20 years in charge during the Premier League era. So for City and Pep, this is bound to be more unprecedented. Hey, big shout out to Adam McCullough, legend in the chat right here.
Much love, bro. Much love. Every single time. And trust me, bro, I'm just as gassed as you right now. How is Boovy's face when the final whistle went? Because trust me, his face would have been like, oh man, I need to go watch the match reactions after this because it's going to be box office. It's going to be box office. Seeing the City fans' tears, bro, I'm just going to drink it in, man. Just drink it in, like, man, real talk. It's been fun. It's been fun, but yeah, what are you saying? Continue what you're saying, bro.
No, I agree. I think we have to embrace it. It's the derby. These are games that it's cliche, but these are games that can define a season, that can reroute and rerail the trajectory of a football club. So we have to embrace it and build off this momentum. But going back to City, I think just because of the standards that Pep has held since he's come into the club, even if they'd won today, that wouldn't have kickstarted a run, just as when they beat Forest, because the performances have been beyond under par, and they have offered nothing going forward. They haven't moved the ball as quickly, as confidently, and I really, at this point in time, looking from afar, I really don't know what Pep Guardiola can do to revitalize that football club, because they're firing wrong on all metrics at the moment. And it is, again, if you're a City fan, I wouldn't say it's concerning, but I would not be so assured that Pep Guardiola can turn the ship around, just because at the moment they don't have the squad, they don't have the presence and profile in the midfield, and the best way to do that, like I said, is reinvent your philosophy and shuffle the backroom staff, just as Sir Alex Ferguson did with the likes of René Mostin, Carlos Queiroz. So that's what I would say. You have to reinvent yourself.
Oh, there's no sound from me. I was on mute, bro. I was on mute. I wasn't talking just now. But yeah. Nah. I was just, bro. I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. Yeah. Big up, Arian. Big up.
Hey,
Big
can
up,
I
bro.
just say something real quick to those
Go on.
watching? AN Sports is so close to 100 subscribers. Please
No
to
better
get
day to hit 100 subs, man. No better day to hit 100 subs than today after a Manchester derby win. Come on, people. It's not that. It's not gonna take long. Big up Emmett every single time, bro. But we're gonna vibe to the Boston Celtics later, beating the Washington Wizards. Come on, bro. We're gonna vibe later. But yeah, man. Like, come on, people. It literally takes a second for you to subscribe and hit the like button. Manchester United have just won a game, people. We finally have a positive stream after God knows how long. We've not been this happy, man. We've been in the trenches with Eric Ten Hag. We still are in the trenches. But tonight we're outside. We outside, people. Come on, tonight we outside. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just need to just need to subscribe, people. Literally, no better day to hit 100 subs, man. Really, no better day to hit 100 subs than today. Come on, people. Big up Emmett, though. Big up, bro. I want to win, bro. Bro, trust me. If I could relive the goal again, I would, man. I just want to watch I can't wait to watch the highlights again, man. You people in the UK, yeah, match of the day, enjoy it, embrace it, enjoy it, man. Just sit back, relax, and watch the highlights. Liverpool dropped points this week. Arsenal dropped points this week. Come on, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, exactly, man. I will never know what Ten Hag was thinking about benching Ahmad Al-Hassan. Bro, you should be in jail for putting Forson over Ahmad. He should be in jail for that. Just alone, bro. How are you putting Omari Forson, no disrespect to Omari Forson, yeah, over Amad Diallo? Amad Diallo, the guy who I've been calling out for ever since he scored the winner against Liverpool. Bro, my guy scored the winner against Liverpool last season. He scored the winner against City this season. He scored the winner against two of our biggest rivals in space of a year, in the same calendar year, but in two different seasons. Crazy. Come on, man. This is box office shit, bro. Amad Diallo and the way he kissed the badge at the end, bro. I love this guy, man. I love this guy. What a player, man. Get his contract tied up ASAP, man. Get his contract after this, bro. When he gets back to oh, I was about to say when he gets back to Manchester, I just realized we are in Manchester. When he gets back to Old Trafford, that contract needs to be signed, sealed, and delivered. Signed, sealed, delivered. I don't care. I am shameless tonight. I am fucking shameless tonight. I am shameless. Bring on Anfield in January. Listen. If we beat Liverpool in January, we will be there. We will be there. We will be there. Trust me. We will be there, bro. I guess we will be there, my friend.
Oh yeah, we have nothing to lose.
Nothing to lose.
No reason not to go all in. What's the worst that can happen? We've seen the worst at Anfield. It can't get much worse. Let's go for the win. Use the confidence and momentum. Confidence and momentum in sport is undefeated. Can't stop it. Yeah, Arian says, imagine if Ahmad stopped Liverpool from winning the title.
Oh,
That
bro.
is the stuff of legends.
Bro, if we beat Liverpool at Anfield and we stop them from winning the league, you're not going to hear the end of me at the end of the season. You're not going to hear the end of me. I will cook all these Liverpool fans. I don't care.
Imagine how many kids will be named Amad Diallo if that happens.
The confidence is unreal tonight, bro. The confidence is unreal tonight. It's unreal tonight, isn't it? We will smack Arsenal. We will. Best believe we will, playing like this. Because them man can't always rely on corners every single game, can they?
Stoke Stadium steroids, right?
I don't think Arsenal scored an open play goal in the last few games. Oh yeah, the Spurs game. Listen, whatever we do about the Spurs game, make sure we just get the win. On penalties, in 90 minutes, couldn't care less. Just get the job done. Just get the job done. Get into the next round, and we will talk. But for now, let's just enjoy the Manchester Derby win, man. It's been a great, great night. I nearly woke up people in my whole house. I don't care. We won. I normally don't. I normally don't cry tears of joy after wins. Wins in the Premier League that doesn't lead to anything. But after tonight, bro, best believe I was in tears. Best believe I was in tears, because that's an all timer. This game is an all timer. Trust me, even if we have a shite season ahead, this game will always be forever in the record books. It'll always be there, and I will cherish every single moment that after tonight.
Hey,
go on.
I just add something real quick. And moments like these are why football is the best sport in the world, because the animosity and the unity in football is unparalleled. Sure, we love the NBA here. We love Formula One. We love tennis. We love the NFL. Tremendous sports. They have their pluses and the negatives. But football, the emotion, the animosity, the rivalry, nothing compares to it. It isn't even close. In F1, there's no real rivalry between the top teams. There's no animosity. In tennis, there's no animosity. In the NBA, sure, the Celtics beat the Lakers. Ekavin, I know you're elated. But really, the regular season games, they aren't as significant or relevant in the grand scheme of things historically. So games like this, we remember games like this. This is what history is made.
But we don't ever meet the Lakers in the NBA Finals. So yeah.
Yeah, so a game like this, enjoy it, embrace it. These are once in a lifetime moments. At the end of the day, push comes to shove, we're all football fans. If you have no stake or skin in the game from a monetary standpoint, enjoy it, man. Football is supposed to uplift you. It's supposed to empower you. And a night like this should be remembered, and especially for someone like Amad Diallo.
No way, Barca are 1-0 down.
Yeah, I just want to say that's a very, very smart point here. Completely agree. This game almost mirrors the 1999 Champions League final, because we offered nothing for 88 minutes, and we basically overturned the deficit in a matter of seconds. So, very good point from Arian here.
No, we were. Arian, big up, bro. Big up every time, man.
Insane.
Yeah. Insane, bro. Insane. On Wednesday, people, another United stream, another United live. We'll be discussing. We'll be back down to earth on Wednesday. However, just for tonight, we outside, and trust me, we're gonna enjoy this for a long time. And on Wednesday, we'll be back for more United talk. We'll be back with United another United stream. We'll be talking about the club, the fixtures, the internal leaks at the club, and all that stuff. But as for now, people, any United fans watching, all 11 of you watching, if you've enjoyed this win today, smash the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because normally I don't do. I'm not one of those people who, because I have a sports channel. Yeah, I'm not gonna be completely biased towards United, but people should know that I'm a United fan. And sometimes when wins like this happen, I might as well just do a special stream for it. And today was one special stream. Right at the very last second, I just did one right after the game ended. And shout out to Northside. I was on Northside LDN's channel, so make sure you go and check out his match reaction, because I was on his show for a bit. And obviously big up to every United fan as well. Oh yeah, road to 100k subs, bro. 100k is the dream, man. 100k is the dream. But people, I can only do that if you guys subscribe. The only way that can ever happen is if you guys hit subscribe. Because if you don't subscribe, I will never get to where I am. I'm on 97 subs, right before the end of the year, and right before the end of the year, right before 2024 closes out. Come on, people, 3 subs, 3 people, get me to 100 subs.
And guys, remember, it costs nothing to click subscribe, and it benefits the channel in more ways than not. And let me just add, AN Sports is one of the only places not backed by big money, which means, again, authentic analysis, unfiltered content. And sometimes the best content is the one that is raw, right after matches.
All for the money. We ain't selling our soul.
24/7. Exactly.
Open and honest, free speech, everything. People, this is where you can vent. This is where you can, talk to us in the chat. This is where you can engage with us, because we've got more sports coming for you in January. We've got NFL in January potentially. We're gonna talk about the playoffs. We're gonna talk about, Champions League.
Tennis is back.
Tennis next season is back. So AN Sports is one of the best places in the world to talk sports. As from a biased point of view, and people, the only way you guys can do that, the only way I can only help you guys, and the only way you guys can help me is if you guys subscribe, hit the like button. I've left the link on the quote tweet on Twitter. So guys, please make sure you check out AN Sports. I will and obviously let us know if you're here from Twitter. Let us know what you think of the game. Let us know what you're feeling tonight, because trust me, I'm sure all United fans are gassed. I'm sure we're all gassed. It doesn't. Yes, we've been so upset, and we've been so depressed at United all year. We can't really talk about celebrating anything. But a Manchester Derby win like this, boy, we can't cherish it enough. We can't cherish it enough. And people, that's gonna be us tonight. Augustia, say our final thoughts before we close out, bro. This has been lit.
Manchester red, and it's here to stay red, and enjoy it. Let's just enjoy the night. Forget everything else. Forget everything before. Forget everything that's coming up. Enjoy it, because moments like these are once in a lifetime.
It is. And let's hope Chelsea can help us do the job. Let's hope Chelsea can win. Over to you, Chelsea. Now, over to you. And yeah, that's gonna be us for today. 3 subs away from 100 people. Just a reminder. 3 of you can head over from Twitter and like the video and subscribe. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take much time. Because trust me, we're having an absolute ball right now. And I promise you, things will only get better from here. And I hope Ruben Amorim's era starts now. And I hope we're in for a fun rebuild, a fun roller coaster ride under this manager, and hopefully we get all these duds out of the club. We get all these shite players out of the club, and we rebuild with proper players. That can help us challenge and that can help us win big trophies in the future. Come on, United, get in there today, man. Come on, United, man. Real talk, one of the best wins I've seen in a long time, isn't it, bro?
100%, without a doubt.
Big up Arian, big up, bro. Thanks for keeping the chat lively tonight, bro. We'll talk because we've not really had much today. And shout out Adam McCullough every single time, people. He's one of the OGs of YouTube, one of the pioneers of Manchester United YouTube. When I started watching YouTube, football YouTube, he was one of the first people that I came across on football social media. And to meet him in Bangkok 2 years ago, and to have him now comment on my chat is massive. So thank you so much, Adam, bro. Real talk. Thank you for popping by. Thank you for leaving a message in the chat, bro. And I'll definitely catch up with you soon, bro. Someday, somehow, we'll definitely catch up. And people, have a great night, people. Manchester is red. Come on, United. And we out of here. Peace. Glazers out, in yours out still, by the way. Laters.